The salt of group 2 elements, magnesium and calcium salts, causes hardness in water. Causes hardness in water. Causes hardness in water. And this hardness could be temporary or permanent.
Miracle, no dey tire Jesus. Blessing person, no dey tire Jesus.
Calcium is Ca solid, that's the state. Metals are solid. Reacting with water, H2O is a liquid, L for liquid, to give us calcium hydroxide, CaOH2. Calcium hydroxide, this is a bracket to not see. Calcium hydroxide. Aqueous solution. Why is it aqueous? Because it dissolves. Any solution, any substance that dissolves completely in another, not water, in another solution, we call them aqueous solution. Then plus what now? Hydrogen gas, H2 gas. Then we balance the reaction. Just put 2 here and it's balanced. Let's test the balancing. Ca is 1. Ca as the product is 1. 2 times 2 here for hydrogen, 4. H2 in bracket, right? Yes. Plus H2 making 4. Oxygen is 2O. Then O2 balanced. So this is calcium hydroxide. Calcium hydroxide. We can also call it slake line. Slake line. If you remember your line, you remember your snake, you remove the N and put L. Slake line. In case you do not see calcium hydroxide in the option, jam can be funny on the slake line. Alright. So let's not too spend time so we don't take the reaction for everything. All of them behave in the same way. So one member can be representative. Okay. So furthermore, we are going to see other properties for group 2 elements. Let's write. You can represent them as NX2. Alright, so N represents the period. S is the block. Yes, let me give her. N represents period. Please. S is block. I taught us last time there are 4 blocks of the periodic table. The S block, P block, D block, and F block. So we have been able to establish that group 1 are S block. Now I'm also telling you that group 2 are also S block. We are going to prove that. So those that are just joining us can learn it. Then 2 here represents the group now, Shay? Yeah. 2 here is the group, S is the block. So let's do the configuration so that they too can see how we were able to conclude that all group 2 are S block. Thank you, dear. So to show electronic configuration, beloved, let me repeat what I gave them last time so that they too can master it again. My brother and sister, if you want to determine the electronic configuration for any element, you must understand this pattern of filling. There's a pattern of filling of electrons in sublevels. Electrons in subatomic levels. Subatomic levels. Subatomic levels. And the person that gave us this pattern, his name is Aufbau. Aufbau. So what is this pattern? We have 1s to 2s, 3s, 4s, 5x, 6x, 7x. We are using the period to label the atomic levels. There are 7 periods and there are 4 blocks. So x is about 7x. Then p starts from 2p to 7p, 3p, 4p, 5p, 6p, 7p. Then d starts from 3d, 4d, 5d, 6d, and 7d. Then F starts from 4F, 5F, 6F, and 7F. Then according to Aufbau, the lower subatomic levels with lower energies are to be filled before higher energies. So this is lower, like this. Watch the way the arrow is coming. That is how they are increasing. This comes this. Then this to this to this, and this. So what we are saying is that if you want to fill it, 1s will be filled before 2s. 2p will be filled before 3s. Then 3p will be filled before 4x. Then 3d before 4p and 5x. Then 4d before 5p and 6x. Then 4f before 5d, 6p and 7s. Then 5f, 6d and 7p. Then 6f, 7d and 7f. These are the pattern of filling. 1x is lower than 2x, 2x is lower than 2p, lower than 3s, lower than 3p. So the lowest sub-level, this is the lowest sub-level, and this one is the highest sub-level. Let's write those numbers out for them to also know. So it doesn't look like what we are teaching, they will be totally lost. So the maximum number of electrons, maximum number of electrons each orbital can accommodate, these atomic orbitals. So 2 electrons is maximum for x. The maximum electron for x orbital is 2. Then 6 is the maximum for p. Then 10 is the maximum for d. And 14 is the maximum for f. So when we are filling these orbitals, the power would carry the electrons. This 1, 2, 2, 3p represent period. The SPDF represent the block. Then the power on the S or P or D or F represents the electrons until we achieve the atomic number for that element. So let's pick one of the elements. Let me use that side of the board. From group 2, let's pick barium. Barium is atomic number 56. So let's prove to see if barium is really a member of group 2. All right, I know by now you should be using this thing to drink tea and bread. So simple now. Like I was advising a friend yesterday that you enter jam hall. They say enter, you show them your photo card, you sit down for your computer. They have not said you should start. That sheet of paper that they will give you with the pencil they will give you to jot whatever you want to do, while you are waiting, that they are still bringing other students to come in. So I don't even get my point, sir. You know, you have entered now, maybe among the first 10 that enter now, before the rest of the people will enter, they will now say start. That time you are seated now, your confidence level, your tension level is still very low because you have not seen anything from the screen. Your brain is still very agile. That time, quickly use them, they jot some things where you know one forget in case you see them for the question. I don't get my point. Like this kind of thing now, if you see them for question, you feel forget because tension. Now you go on use the list. Say hi. Is it 2s before 2p? Is it? But when you just enter, nobody disturb you. Instead of to they look around, they look around. They say, hey, somebody's coming in. When you enter, you look around. Hey, you adjust. Someone you do like this. Somebody passing, you sit back. All those things they don't waste your. They change. Distraction for example no be small. Just focus. Sit down with your pencil, preferably pencil, maybe be biro. In case they want, they go do another general invigilation. Say what you do, what is this, what is this? They can't go see what you do right. If you say go out. But if you use pencil, there's a way you go jot something with pencil. Only you fix them. I don't get my point. You know what you mean by. So in case you see it in question, like this is the idea. It's not expo. Then physics now, some formula where you don't forget. You just write them down. Just they jot them down somewhere where they go dey visible for the paper. Once you see question, you go like so this topic came out. You go see that joy, you go happy that when the question come and now you won't begin to think. and plenty things dey go just dey move like this. No go know which one to remember. And you dey check time. And some of you are very foolish. You will go and click on chemistry first. You will see question in chemistry. Say, so I said, let me start with physics. You now click on physics, now show you one terrible diagram. Say, let me check maths. You are killing your spirit. You are killing your spirit. Auntie, know your strength from now and your weakness. Agree with your spirit. How to prove it, sir? Barium is atomic 56. Please, I will need us to respond to me. Oh, yeah, let's start filling. 1s2. We are here now. That's all. Please, let's check if it's up to 56. 226 is 10, Abi? 262, 20, 30, 36, 38, 48, 50, 56. It's complete, right? Now let's check the last two sub-level. This is 5p and 6c. The last two is not the same. So we consider the last. So you check it now. That means this is period 6. You know, I said it this morning. Then this is what now? S block. Then group 2. Very perfect.
Yes, sir.
All right. So put it down. So that's how to test. Every element belongs to a block. Every element belongs to a group. Every element belongs to a period. Even hydrogen. You get period, but you don't get group. It's period 1, no group. And you don't get block. Hydrogen. And the element is very important. Check chemistry. There's no chemical compound you want to see that you don't see hydrogen. Very important compound. Very important compound. Element rather in compounds. But yet has no group. Hydrogen is prophetic. You don't need to know anybody. You don't need to belong to any particular union to be important. God can make you. Amen. See how hydrogen is important, but could be bastard element. But very important. Okay. All right. It's true now. So let's see some other chemical properties for group 2 elements. Can I clean here now? I believe you got it. I'm not doing this for the old friends, so I'm doing this for our new friend. Please, if you have this, it's very important to do. All right, let's go to another property for group 2. The salt of group 2 elements. The salt of group 2 elements. Open the bracket. Magnesium and calcium salts. The salt of group 2 elements. Open the bracket. Magnesium and calcium salts. Causes the hardness in water. The salt of group 2 elements, magnesium and calcium salts, causes hardness in water. Causes hardness in water. Causes hardness in water. And this hardness could be temporary or permanent. And this hardness, that can be a question in JAMO. Which of these elements causes hardness in water? The element is either magnesium or calcium salts. So group 1 no dey cause hardness in water. Please, are you seeing the reason? That's why they are called alkaline earths, because they will still have some particles in that water. Do you get it now? Which makes the water to be hard. If you use that water now to wash, you will waste your detergent. You will waste soap because it will not form ladder. Kò ní hó in Yoruba, you no go foam in pidgin. English is ladder. Lather. Ladder. Ladder. That foam. Your mommy dey wash clothes when you small, you go come carry am like you dey see am, that foam. If you are using hard water to wash, you waste your soap because of the particles of that undissolved calcium and magnesium salts. That's what they call it earth particles, dust particles. So you get. So we'll discuss that underwater as a topic. We'll talk more about the hardness of water and how we can remove those hardness. We'll talk about it by God's grace.
From before time began, he has never ever changed. He's the same today, just as he was